So good evening once again. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a good weekend. Okay. Basically, as you know, the agenda for discussion today is basically I am planning to give or rather share a trade for the election event, right? I mean, election is going on in India and June 4th, the poll outcome will be there, right? So nobody knows what exactly will be the poll outcome. I mean, of course, everybody is expecting that NDA will win, but then with how much majority will BJP get the absolute majority, etc., etc. There are a lot of ifs and buts. So although there is a chance that NDA will get majority, but then how the market behaves till 4th of June, what are the exact results on 4th of June, depending upon that, the Nifty, Bank Nifty, all the indices and major stocks, they will have a moment, right? But one thing is for sure, 3rd June, 4th June, 5th June, these 3 days market will give huge swings. When I say huge swings, 300 points, 400 points, even 500 points moves are definitely possible. So how do we take benefit of this kind of moves? Okay. So that's what we will try. So it is one of the biggest markets event for India, right? I mean, something like poll result, it happens once in 5 years and it's an event for which we can plan because it is a planned event. It's not like something that all of a sudden a war breaks down or somebody attacks on Israel or some major World Trade Center kind of event happens. So it's not a something that is going to happen all of a sudden. It is a planned event. Only thing is that the outcome cannot be predicted accurately or exactly. So that is the fun of it. Outcome accurate अगर predict हो सकता था तो then everybody will be able to make money in the market. The outcome will be definitely having different flavors, different variables, and to factor for those variables, we can basically create certain option strategies or derivative strategies, which can give us good returns. And that's the whole idea. Now it's up to us whether to stay away from the market. Some people will say, "Boss, this is very risky. Why to get into such risky market? Let's stay away." Some people will say that, "Okay, let's try and make some profit." And some people who are not having proper knowledge, but they still try and they can end up making loss also. Right? So all these things are possible. So with our trading experience and whatever strategies, etc., that we use for trading, we know that in this kind of an event, if we do proper adjustment and if we use proper strategies, there is a very high chance that you can make 10 to 20% profit in a week. Okay. But then, of course, your strategy has to be correct. And once you enter the trade, there will be adjustments which are required. And to the adjustments, you should be able to do wisely based upon your previous market experience. And of course, proper risk management will be required because there will be wild swings. I mean, somebody has traded in 2019 election time or result time, there were huge swings in the market. So something similar is expected this time also. One thing I would like to clarify here, whatever we are discussing is only for educational purpose. I'm sharing my thoughts. Okay. At the end of the day, it's your own money and you're trading at your own risk. आपको profit होता है, loss होता है, so that's up to you. Okay. So that please bear that in mind. So what is the trade we are going to do? So of course it will be options trade, and we are going to enter into the trade on 27th of May. The poll result is on 4th of June. So as I said, 3rd, 4th, 5th June, these 3 days will be critical, and we will not wait for 2nd or 3rd of June. We'll enter the trade on 27th of May, and we'll see how to go about it. It will be a hedge trade. Minimum capital required to enter the trade will be around 90,000 rupees. Okay. And you can trade in multiples of 90,000, 1,80,000, 2,70,000, so on and so forth. The crucial part for the trade will be right strike price and write expiry date. Okay, option trading का यही basically foundation है. Whenever whatever trade you are taking, whether you are taking a bullish trade or bearish trade or a neutral trade, delta neutral trade, what strike price you are entering, what strike price you are buying, what strike price you are selling, and what is the expiry date. They basically make a lot of difference in the ultimate outcome of your trade. So I have not yet decided about what will be the strike prices and what will be the expiry date right now. I'll be able to take that decision by 25th or 26th of May as the market moves by that time. But one thing is for sure, we'll be entering the trade on 27th of May, and I will be sharing the trade with you all in the morning on 27th of May. So of course, it will be a combination of buying and selling. One thing important here, any trader who is taking this trade, he or she should be aware of what is option selling. Okay, because we are going to use option selling here. और अगर आपको option selling पता नहीं है, तो you will not be able to take the trade properly or you will not be able to make the adjustments properly. तो option selling का आपको knowledge होना इसलिए important है. अगर नहीं है आपको option selling का knowledge, तो you have 1 week's time. आप थोड़ा study करके you can get that information. So we are going to have a question and session at the end. So whatever questions, queries you are having, please make a note of it. We will discuss it at the end. Okay. So obviously the questions in mind should come. What is the risk? What is the expected profit? Who should trade? What type of person should take this trade? And what will be the overall process? Because this is not like a you share one trade idea, you share one call and you just get out of it, right? It's not going to be a simple trade. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a process of 7-8 days. And we will trade together in that process of 7-8 days. So all the details need to be discussed properly, and this is a structured activity that we are doing. Okay. So before we move, some of you know me, some of you may not be knowing me. So just a brief profile of myself. So my name is Ritin Chaudhary, and I run this firm rZeuus Consulting, which is a wealth management firm. And we offer services in stock market, private equity, and cryptocurrency field. And the services are majorly in portfolio design and management, derivative trading, and of course trainings are there. So I'm running this business from 2017 for almost 9 years now. Before that, I worked in the IT field and corporate field for almost 15 years. So that's a quick background about myself. The services that rZeuus Consulting offers, we offer portfolio management services or account handling services on profit sharing basis. We have advisory services in Indian market as well as US market. Then of course we have quarterly fixed return services wherein we do fund management and give assured returns to the investors. And then last but not least, training services are there. So various kind of trainings are provided, right from foundation training, fundamental training, technical analysis training, and one of our areas of expertise is derivative trading. So we offer advanced derivative trainings also. Okay. So this is a free WhatsApp group which we run for market updates, for trade updates. So those of you who are not already part of the group, you are welcome to join it. We give a lot of valuable information here, and just by following this free group, you can make decent earnings in the market. So coming back to the trade. So what is the risk in this trade? Before entering any trade as a professional trader, you should always understand what is the risk and what is the profit, or what we call it as risk reward ratio, right? So how much is going to be the risk and what is going to be the reward? So it's something that we should know beforehand. So if you follow the proper process, your risk is, I'm starting with risk, I'm not starting with profit, because it is important to know the risk first. तो आपका मैक्सिमम रिस्क इसमें 10% ऑफ द कैपिटल है, जो भी आप कैपिटल इसमें डिप्लॉय करोगे फॉर दिस ट्रेड, उसके 10% तक का आपको लॉस हो सकता है अगर आपने सब प्रोसेस प्रॉपरली फॉलो किया तो. What is the expected profit? 5% to 20% of your capital is the profit that you can expect. Okay. Given my track record and given my experience of doing these trades, we will be definitely able to make more than 10% profit. But आप एक 5% to 20% का range पकड़ के चलिए. And especially once we get into the trade and once we follow the proper process, we'll make sure that there is very less chance of loss. Okay. बट वर्स्ट केस आपको इतना लॉस हो सकता है, ये पकड़ के चलना है. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कोई ट्रेड ले रहे हो और उसमें लॉस होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी नहीं है. लॉस होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी तो हमेशा रहता है. सो वी हैव टू कीप दैट इन माइंड. हु शुड ट्रेड? एज आई सेड अर्लियर, जिनको ऑप्शंस ट्रेडिंग का एक्सपीरियंस है, पीपल हु आर डूइंग ऑप्शंस ट्रेडिंग एंड ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग में भी स्पेशली ऑप्शन सेलिंग का जिनको एक्सपीरियंस है, उन लोगों ने ये ट्रेड लेना चाहिए. जिन्होंने कभी ऑप्शन सेलिंग नहीं किया है उन्होंने ये ट्रेड नहीं लेना चाहिए. या फिर वो लोग नेक्स्ट 1 वीक के टाइम में ऑप्शन सेलिंग का थोड़ा नॉलेज ले सकते हैं एंड देन दे कैन गेट इनटू दिस ट्रेड. ऑल्सो व्हाट विल बी इंपॉर्टेंट इज दैट टू मेक द चेंजेस प्रॉम्प्टली ड्यूरिंग मार्केट अवर. एक बार हम लोग एक ट्रेड एंटर कर लेंगे 27 मई को, उसके बाद में इमीडिएटली तो ज्यादा मूवमेंट नहीं होगा, बट टुवर्ड्स 2nd, 3rd June, 4th June देयर विल लॉट ऑफ मूवमेंट्स इन द मार्केट. और जब भी जरूरत पड़ेगा तो आपको चेंजेस करने के लिए आप यू शुड बी अवेलेबल एंड रेडी. ओके, अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, whatever we are discussing is for education purpose. Trade at your own risk. It is your capital. It is your risk. Okay. So as I said, you will be given the complete trade. It will be a hedge trade, of course. It's a combination of option buy, option sell, various strike prices, various expiry dates. The trade will be showed on 27th of May, and you have to enter the trade on 27th of May. Guidance will be provided to take the trade. अगर किसी को trade लेने में कुछ issue आ रहा है, तो I will help. My team will help that person to take the trade. लाइव अपडेट्स चेंजेस विल बी रिक्वायर्ड वंस ट्रेड इज टेकन. एक बार क्या कि आपने ट्रेड ले लिया, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट अ सिंपल ऑप्शन बाय ट्रेड. ओके, आपके आपने ऑप्शन में कॉल बाय कर लिया, पुट बाय कर लिया, तो उसमें कोई ज्यादा एडजस्टमेंट्स की जरूरत नहीं होती है. बट सिंस वी आर गोइंग टू गो फॉर हेज स्ट्रेटेजीज, इट विल बी कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बाइंग एंड सेलिंग. So there will be adjustments which are required once you enter the trade as the market moves. मार्केट का जैसा मूवमेंट होगा उसके हिसाब से एडजस्टमेंट्स लगेंगे. So those adjustments will be shared with you on WhatsApp. There will be a WhatsApp broadcast list which will be created. तो जो लोग भी इसमें सीरियसली पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं, तो आप मुझे आपका WhatsApp नंबर मेरे WhatsApp पे भेजिए with your name and number as a business card, as a contact card which I can save easily and I can add you to the broadcast list easily. Okay, जिनके नंबर ऑलरेडी मेरे पास है, so they did not send, but people who think that उनके नंबर मेरे पास नहीं है, तो आप वो डेफिनेटली आपका मुझे बिजनेस कार्ड व्हाट्सएप के ऊपर भेजिए. दैट विल हेल्प मी टू ऐड योर नंबर्स टू द ब्रॉडकास्ट लिस्ट इजीली. ओके, सो ट्रेड आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. आई विल हेल्प यू टू टेक द ट्रेड फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. बट जो ट्रेड के एडजस्टमेंट्स हो गए once you enter the trade, so for that we are charging a small fees of 2400. Okay, so 2400 rupees fees will be charged irrespective of your capital. आप 1 लाख से ट्रेड कीजिए, 5 लाख से कीजिए, 10 लाख से कीजिए, इट्स फाइन. और फी इज ओनली 2400. ट्रेड विल बी प्रोवाइडेड फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, बट जो एडजस्टमेंट उसके बाद में लगेंगे, जो लाइव अपडेट्स उसके बाद में लगेंगे, उसके लिए 2400 रुपीज का स्मॉल फी है. ओके, अकाउंट हैंडलिंग सर्विस इज ऑल्सो अवेलेबल फॉर पीपल हु फील दैट दे कैनॉट टेक द ट्रेड देमसेल्व्स, बट उनको दे वांट टू स्टिल पार्टिसिपेट इन द एक्टिविटी. तो हम लोग उनका अकाउंट हैंडलिंग करके आपको आपके ट्रेड निकाल के उसमें हम प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग बेसिस के ऊपर काम कर सकते हैं. दैट इज ऑल्सो फैसिलिटी अवेलेबल. But that is available only for clients who are having demat account in ICICI Direct, because we have automation software, etc. for ICICI Direct, and the fund value has to be minimum 5 lakh rupees and above. Otherwise, it's not feasible for us to handle the accounts. Profit sharing will be 15% in this particular option. So 2400 fees for getting the updates, complete live updates. And I can tell you one thing, once you enter the trade and whatever updates we provide and whatever adjustments we provide, the chances of loss will be very, very less. I will not say 100% loss nahi hoga, but the chance of loss will be like very negligible. 99% will end up making the profit. That's all I can say. If we are doing the proper adjustments in a timely manner, and if you make those adjustments on time. So अगर आप थोड़े बड़े अमाउंट के ऊपर चार्ज कर रहे हो, ट्रेड कर रहे हो, तो दिस फीस विल बी वेरी नेग्लिजिबल फॉर यू. So that's it from my side. It's a very simple process as such. अगर आपको अभी कुछ क्वेरीज है, क्वेश्चंस है ऑन द होल प्रोसेस, यू कैन आस्क मी. You can put it in the chat box, or I can unmute you if you want. एक क्वेश्चन है कि what will be the strike prices? As I said, strike prices I have not yet decided right now. Strike price I will be able to decide towards 27th of May. Okay, one thing I want to mention here that we will be doing a combination of option strike prices, and some of the strike prices will be out of the money. A lot of brokerages do not support buying out of the money strike prices, so just be aware of that particular point. The question, did you trade or did you do something similar in 2019? 2019 में definitely हमने trades लिए थे, but of course the market was quite different in 2019. Number of participants were less. One important thing is that there was no weekly expiry in 2019. The weekly expiry started, I guess, in 2020, towards the end of 2020. So weekly expiries changed the market dynamics completely. But we can quickly take a look at charts for 2019. Okay. So here we are in May 2019, right? On the election day, there was a big gap up. Rally continued, and after that, there was a fall also. So on 20th May, there was a gap up, and by hitting June, the market came back to the same level, and in fact, there was a continuous fall after that. India VIX will play an important role in all this activity. We look at India VIX at that time. Yes, look at this. The VIX moved drastically. On 12th March, the VIX started moving, and towards the poll result, the VIX went very high. तो इसके वजह से क्या हुआ था कि बिफोर द पोल आउटकम वाज आउट, बिफोर द इलेक्शन रिजल्ट वाज आउट, विक्स वाज वेरी हाई एंड प्रीमियम्स वर वेरी हाई. तो प्रीमियम्स बहुत ज्यादा थे, तो उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ था कि जिन लोगों ने कॉल बाय किए थे या पुट बाय किए थे, कि उनको लगा था कि भाई चलो कॉल बाय कर लेते हैं, प्रॉफिट हो जाएगा. तो बिकॉज द विक्स वाज अर्लियर वेरी हाई, लेट्स से किसी ने 200 रुपए का प्रीमियम का कॉल बाय किया, बट इलेक्शन के बाद में क्या हुआ कि विक्स एकदम से नीचे आ गया. और ऑल्दो मार्केट ने गैप अप दिया यहाँ पे, ऑल्दो निफ्टी ऊपर गया, फिर भी आपका 200 रुपये बढ़ा नहीं, इनफैक्ट वो बहुत सारे केसेस में कमी हो गया. ऑल्दो मार्केट गिव अ गैप अप, सो द बायर्स, आई मीन जिन्होंने पुट बाय किया था उनका तो पूरा जीरो हो गया होगा, बट जिन्होंने कॉल्स बाय किया था उनका भी लॉस हुआ था. ओके, सो ऑल दिस डायनेमिक्स आर गोइंग टू प्ले आउट दिस टाइम ऑल्सो. विक्स बढ़ेगा, प्रीमियम्स by the end by the time you enter will be very high. After the result will be out, the premiums will be very down. Okay, तो ये सब प्ले होने वाला है. So that's the reason right strategy is important. Otherwise प्रॉफिट निकालना उतना आसान भी नहीं है. Okay, so that's it from my side. There is one more question, I guess. Is there any impact of voting percentage? सर अभी ये सब तो पता चलेगा हमको as the poll result comes out, right? And we are not, जो स्ट्रेटेजी हम लोग ले रहे हैं, वी आर नॉट रियली बॉदर्ड अबाउट कितना, किसको वोट मिलेगा, कितने सीट किसके आएंगे. ओके, we are getting into a delta neutral strategy, or maybe with certain bias, we are getting into the trade, and we'll make adjustments. Based upon those adjustments, we'll make sure that we end up in profit. So for us, from the trading point of view, we are not bothered about number of seats किसके कितने आएंगे. It doesn't matter to us. We are purely from trade, we are from the trading and investing point of view. Okay. So that's it from my side. अगर आपको और भी कुछ questions है तो you can ask me personally also, or in our rZeuus Alpha group also. So those of you who are not aware, you can follow me on Twitter. This is my Twitter handle. You are welcome to follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel also. So thanks again for joining, and wish you all profitable trading. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.